So I've been hearing some talk about like this whole Stanley Cup situation. I don't know exactly what it is. I probably should have looked that up. Stanley, the tumbler or whatever. So it's like what? What is this? Is it just like a type of like tumbler? There is I think it's just like a brand. There is this Hassan video we're gonna watch to really like, I don't know. This is kind of how I came into like this whole like situation. Like when I first learned about it, I was like, oh, it's just like, a big trend with women that a lot of people are shitting on for no reason. It's like, I don't know. But like now I hear about it and I'm just kind of like, what the fuck is this? So we're just gonna watch this video. Hop right
Oh,
into it.
here, this is what I wanted to talk about.
I carefully peeled off the label on my Cosmo Stanley tumbler. The packaging was so cute, I had to get it laminated. Then I rolled it up and tied it with a scrunchie and
She's
heated it with
accessorizing.
a blow dryer to form this shape. I added some glue dots to the back.
Now here's the thing. Now something that I saw. Let's see. I'm gonna try to look it up. Um, it was the way that I got introduced to this is that when I saw like the Stanley Cup, it wasn't okay. It wasn't like this, but it was a Stanley Cup of Stanley from The Office, and that's the way I got introduced to it. So I was just like, oh, it's just something like cute and fun that people are doing. Like, all right, whatever. Okay, I mean, it wasn't like this. It was just Stanley from The Office, but the tumbler was covered in his face. I want to see if I can find it. But yeah, I thought it was like one of those things like, oh, it's just like, scrunchies, shit like that. Where it's like, it's a big craze for quite a while and it will go away. Apparently, this has really been blowing up. I don't know. And people are discussing it a lot. We'll see.
And now I can use my tumbler without messing up the label.
So this is commodity fetishization to the maximum. I've brought this up before. I talk about like guns all the time about in the same framework. I said Americans treat guns the exact same way, but no one wants to have that conversation because the reality is Americans do this because they have no sense of community. They're alienated from their labor and they're hyper atomized. So the commodities we consume become our primary signals of culture and community. Another much deadlier example of this is the gun culture in the U.S.
Which is true. Now, this was probably like the second time I got like exposed to this whole, Stanley thing. And that was when I saw Hassan's tweet. And I saw like the replies under it, and it was people being like, oh, you're overreacting to this. Like, no, it's not the same. Or people being like, I also saw like replies. Well, talking about the first point, he has a point. Like, yeah, it's just people who have like nothing else going on in their lives because you know there's really nothing else going on. They're probably like working a lot. They're just trying to find something in their lives to get excited about. So they're doing it with these tumblers. The second point is that people were being like, oh, but like guns are cooler because like it's pretty the same. Where it's just like you're just accessorizing, you're putting all these modifications on your gun. It's about the same, and like to me, okay, like to me, it's like car guys too, where they're just like, I got all these modifications on my cars. I got like these lights. I got this new engine. And it's just like you're all nerds. You're just you're just like a nerd about something that's more like socially acceptable, like guns and cars. And look, I'm a nerd too. I literally have like a bunch of books, like a bunch of comic books and manga, literally right behind me in bookshelves. And that's alright. But you're all nerds just like us. Like just like it's only cool to you, but if you were to say that to anyone else who isn't in that like, community, or if guns and cars weren't as socially acceptable as like other stuff to be like obsessive about, people would think you're a fucking weirdo.
So many things that I found out about Stanley Cups or whatever. I didn't realize there was an entire genre of girlies that are simply Stanley Cup girlies. So we're going to go through it and we're going to look at the Stanley Cup madness that has taken place.
Stanley stands. Oh, yeah, they're like, yeah, this is another video. So they're literally camping out.
Like 3 other people who were actually men in line during the Valentine's Stanley drop.
Yeah, I know we're crazy. Don't judge us.
I remember seeing this. I was just like, okay, this is like, whatever. Like, yeah, is it weird? Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like, okay, like, if people are able to get, like, some sort of community out of this or, like, something to get excited about, like, I don't really care. It gets weirder later.
It's been a Home Depot bucket. You didn't know that you were coming? They're probably like, this fool's outside Mayday.
Wait, I'm not.
Like, I do think, like, oh, they were literally, like, zooming in exactly where it is.
Like they said.
They're just, like, target acquired.
It's pink.
It's so cute.
I was just like, oh, it's just probably, like, you know, a few people. Apparently, there was an entire line.
Are mentally unwell. That's what I think. I don't know what else.
Yeah,
to
big
say
shocker. A lot of people are mentally unwell these days.
about it. This is so crazy to me. Oh, this
Oh
is
yeah, I saw this. And this I just don't get. I don't know. Like, to me, I would have, like, I don't know, too much anxiety just to, like, run up there and just be like, "Rah!" Just grab something, regardless of what it is. Like, I don't understand these people who, like, mob to get stuff. Like, almost like the Black Friday type of shopping where it's just like, I need to get this, and you're just running and you're pushing people. I mean, this is at least, like, it's not as bad. It's pretty contained. At the same time,
other video.
you can tell, like, I think it's still a little
It's not
much.
just white women too. It's just women in general, but it's just people. Like, people are obsessed with these things, and people are obsessed with many things. But yeah, this is why exactly.
Women's Stanley Tumbler survived a car fire. Now the company is giving her free cups and a new ride.
I'm not
Damn.
kidding. I think this is the reason why.
Oh my
I think
God.
there's something going on TikTok where, like, when people see something on TikTok that bangs, they have to buy it. A mug. It's literally the most. Oh, it is the most normal
It's like-
thing. It's like
Just like, at least my coffee is safe.
it's supposed to be a thermos, Chad. What are we doing? The worst part is the Stanley mug leaks when you tip it over. Wait, no way.
Yeah, that's when I lost all faith. I was just like, okay, maybe it's just like, you know, it's a cool thing they want to get. I'm sorry, if it's leaking, if you tip it over, it's not worth. And we'll get to like the prices later in this video. If something is leaking when you tip it over, it is not worth the price of these Stanley Cups.
There ain't no way. Are you telling me that those mugs
Look at
aren't
that.
even doing the one thing that they're supposed to? Which
Not
is
even
hold
good seal. Yeah,
in?
that was dripping.
Come on, dog. There is no way it doesn't fit in a cup holder and they leak all the time.
Oh my God.
Those are the two things. Bro, that's the two.
Dude, I fucking hate that. Like, anytime, like, you get, like, takeout or something, or you're, like, you know, get some to go from a restaurant, and they have fucking cups that, like, can never fit in a goddamn cup holder. Or they're, like, cups where, like, if you were to put it in a cup holder, you couldn't put another cup in the cup holder right beside it. Like, why? Make the cups more fitted for actual cup holders. Don't make them, like, super wide. Don't make them super wide. Just kind of make them a little bit longer. Sucks. I don't want to have to hold my drink while I'm driving.
Fit in a cup holder and hold that in. Are you
Oh my God.
kidding me? Yeah, I know. I saw the video of it surviving a car fire. Okay, I know. I think that's what popped them off way hard. I know. But how many car fires do you have to have your cup survive versus on a
How many cars are you willing to burn to test out your tumbler?
daily basis? You're putting that shit in a cup holder and you don't want it spilling. Nurse of music.
Yeah, I'd rather- yeah. In the rare chance that I have a car that catches on fire, I think I'd rather take a tumbler that will fit into a cup holder than one that could survive a fire. I think I'd rather just have one that's more convenient for everyday life. Like, I hope your car is not constantly catching on fire. If that's the case, maybe that is useful for you. But for everyone else, it's not.
Class all shift, and you have to have a covered cup. Most of my classmates in nursing school have one, and the little straw covers for it. I've seen 0 complaints or spills. Peepo shrug. Look at my Stanley Cup collection.
Organize
Oh
my
my God.
Stanleys with me.
There's a collection. Why do you need this many? I mean, look, you want to stay hydrated, okay? Hydration is important, but like, I think you would literally like drown. I think you would literally drown yourself from drinking this much.
I feel like is that a soup thermos? I don't understand it. It's like, what's the deal? Why are you? Yes, those are normal. How much soup are you consuming that you're like, I need multiple? It's easier to make gun perverts recognize their commodity fetishism when you show them Stanley Cups because of their misogyny. Yeah, I just don't have a single damn thing that I love this much. And I buy expensive clothes, but
like, that's the thing. Like, this is the female equivalent of having like a full-blown arsenal in your garage. I mean, tumblers are to women what like just assault rifles are to like 60-year-old what assault rifles are to like 60-year-old divorced dads. That's what this is. Who haven't talked to their children in years.
I also see the value and the utility in it, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, getting one is fine because you're like, oh, I love this mug. I saw it.
Moderation. You don't need to get fucking like. I think that was over 20.
Maybe 2.
Maybe almost 30.
For a good day, one for a bad day. But I don't understand why you have 30. This marketing pro got Crocs on every celebrity from Bad Bunny to Justin Bieber. Now he's behind the Stanley tumbler. You can't escape. Terrence Riley, the executive, shepherded the Stanley Quencher to TikTok fame, offers his playbook. When Riley joined Stanley in 2020, the brand was best known for his hammer-tone green quart-sized thermos that dated back to 1913 and flew with B-17 pilots in World War II. Yeah, that's kind of cool. The vacuum-sealed steel bottle made appearances in dozens of television shows and movies, often period pieces. Within the first few months, Riley set out to change
That's a good design.
Oh my God, he took...
Go back to this. The full image. Yeah, this is a good design right here. This is a thermos.
That dated back to 1913 and flew with B-17.
That also feels like it would probably be better suited for a cup holder.
In World War II. Yeah, that's kind of cool. The vacuum-sealed steel bottle made appearances.
Also, it's got a pretty good handle too.
Period pieces within the first few months. Riley set out to change that image. Oh my God, he took the iconic image and he changed it. That one is actually dope.
I would fuck it up.
I would like that one. That's a hipster ass mug, in my opinion. Even the kids are going nuts.
Oh no.
Okay.
I mean, it's just like all right, like kids are going nuts for it. We all went for like, we all like were obsessed with stupid stuff when we were kids. Like my generation was like the armbands that were like that would turn into shapes if you took them off your hand. I forget what they were called. It was like stuff like that. It was around for like probably a few months, and we were all obsessed with them, and we all wanted them. I think like boys in like my age were like really into like Bakugan 2, and that was like a very popular thing for like a year. Like we're all like, they're gonna forget about this probably in a few months, but Bakugan and those bracelets weren't as expensive as these fucking things, which are like hundreds of dollars. I know no one in my generation, I knew no one in my class that would be able to spend $100 on any of the stuff we were obsessed over.
You're crying for a thermos? What's happening? Hey, yo, TikTok is crazy, dude. I probably have 50 to 100 vintage Stanley items from childhood. The quality was so much better.
That's what you wanted. She wanted a Stanley Cup.
Like, this is just like, well, she probably really only cares for it because she knows, like, if she were to bring that to school, she would probably, like, people, like, other kids would be amazed by it. Because it's a status thing. Like that's what like school is. It was like whoever had the nicest clothes, nicest like anything, we're probably gonna be more popular. But like I don't know, it's over cups. At least it's like something. I mean, at least like you can be hydrated. It's not like with the stupid bands where we would just like flick them at each other.
That's what you wanted.
Bro, I swear to God, if I was that age and someone got me a thermos, I would throw it.
Yeah.
I'd throw it on the ground. I'd be like, that's a cup. You got me a vessel to drink out of? Like, that's like not a PlayStation 5. Like, you got me a cup. This is crazy. I guess, cool.
I would have just gone to like the kitchen cabinet and just taken out a cup and was like, I already got one.
Bro, I feel like my Jewish friends have
Why do
made
you have to
fun
give me
of
this?
this as like, this is the bad gift that they get on Hanukkah. Yeah, sure.
This is like the passive aggressive gift that like your family would give you, where it's just like, you gotta drink more water. You gotta drink more water. You can't just drink soda for most of your meals. You just gotta drink water.
It's like 8 days of mid rather than the 1 day of good. Like this seems like in other circumstances would be like a Hanukkah gift on one of the days. It's a flash. I'm losing my mind. She has an iPhone next to her. Oh my gosh, she's crying.
She's like, fuck that
like
iPhone.
Stanley.
I want this tumbler.
There's an iPhone right there. What? It's selling for $1,000? What are you saying right now? Oh my God, the Valentine's Day Stanley Cups are being resold.
Oh my God.
For $900.
$900.
Now you understand why I'm covering the story? Do you understand? Because like I saw the phenomena.
Yeah.
I saw what was popping.
I'd rather just like die of thirst than have to pay $900 for a cup. A cup. Does it offer anything else other than just being a cup?
About the Stanley thing, and I was like, I have to look at it on stream. I saw another one. Oh.
Just want to say, this really bothers me. Hold on.
Was popping about the Stanley thing, and I was like, I have to look at it on stream.
Okay, this bothers me. Why is this one just out? You got free space over there. Just put the handle, just have it point a little bit out. I don't know, like get rid of that stupid. I don't know. Why is this out? It bothers me.
I saw another one. A woman made a entire.
Or just get
wall.
rid of one. Because it just. Oh my God, this is so much worse.
Like an entire wall with Stanley Cups too. If you're young.
I don't know. I was trying to think of a joke of being like, do you think she's gonna take all those Stanley Cups with her if she gets evicted for not paying rent because she spent so much fucking money on these Stanley Cups? I don't fucking know.
If you're in the
Oh my
entertainment world, your target market is young girls. Okay? It sounds weird to say it, but teenage girls are the movers and shakers of the entertainment industry. If you can captivate a broad audience of teenage girls, you will become a massive phenomena. The Justin Biebers of the world and whatnot. Because teenage girls are the most, one, impressionable, but also the most passionate fans. However, beyond that, the best audience that you can captivate with disposable income and with the same level of passion is women, older women, like women with jobs and careers, like white women. Once you get the white women on board, you will be able to deliver revenue to. That's how you arrive at the convergence of both of these target markets. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift has young girls in her fandom and older women in her fandom as well, white women specifically. That's probably the reason why she is such a cultural force. That's it. Now, how did I arrive at this? Well, it's because TikTok has the capacity to just like legitimately create absolutely like an insane market. Like TikTok has the capacity to create culture surrounding items that you can consume, commodities that you can consume. And that's how you arrive at people waiting outside for the latest Valentine's Day Starbucks Stanley collaborative mug.
No, we're crazy. Don't judge us. It doesn't look like that many.
I don't know a single lady in my life that I could like get a Stanley Cup for and they would be super stoked. They'd be like, oh, thanks. You got me a thermos? That's whack.
It's like at least
30 to 40, like they said.
Cutie, you're right. Oh my God, Cutie is that.
I think my sister would, absolutely. My sister, like, she's very much is kind of like a part of like, you know, if once something is trending, she needs to have it. She's very much a part of like that. So she would probably definitely love these and spend way too much fucking money on it. But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna watch the rest of this. Let's see. We'll just cut ahead. Oh my god.
Come on, you got two? If you're,
You're grabbing two? Why?
I just want a video. This is funny.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeet, gone.
I love when chatters think they know your personal friends better than you. It's very funny and definitely not weird or out of touch in any way. Yeah, I mean, such is the nature of being on.
They did it?
Was a fight and someone ran out and stole a cup? God damn. And you didn't show it? Come on. Stay on top of this. We want to see the good stuff, not your little cup. Why two? I don't get it.
Austin was
Sheriff's
no,
game.
Austin
God
doesn't
damn.
care about this at all. Austin is basic too, but in very different ways. I think you guys just don't understand it. Like, Austin definitely has a lot of basic quality. Would lose her mind. I think she
in the morning, and it was a ghost town because it was
okay, that's crazy. Like,
and I love my. Why? What are you doing? On the other hand, I love my dog.
she would lose her mind. I think she would love that. Austin, on the other hand, would be like, oh no, why'd you get this for me?
Target for the new Stanley Starbucks cup. Yes, I know what you're thinking. It's a cup. Why? What are you doing? On the other hand, I
what
love
are
my
you
daughter,
doing?
and we were bored. So we got there like at 1:40 in the morning, and it was a ghost town because it was
Okay, that's crazy. Like, loving your daughter is one thing. Loving your daughter so much that you're gonna camp outside of a Target at 1:40 is entirely different. If you love your daughter, get her to stop caring about these things.
Target.
Oh God, I'm so old. I take it back. Oh my God. Oh yeah. That was such an old
No,
man
I'm
thing to say.
I'm on the old side. This is dumb. This is stupid. I don't get it. At first, I was just. This is how I felt when I first watched this video. At first, I was just like, it's just, if they like it, they like it. Who ends up caring? But it's just kind of like, the more you see of it, and you're just kind of like, the more cynical you get, it starts to corrupt you. You're just like, this is dumb. Why am I watching this? Like, why are people doing this? Over a cup. A cup.
Out of this.
I don't get it. Like, again, it's just, if it was like $50, maybe I would be like, okay, I would put some leniency on it. But the fact that like they're doing a Valentine's Day like resale for $900 is just, it's
Daughter
dumb.
bonding moment.
Got the new puppy with us and just waited for people to show up, and they did. So we.
Yeah, there are sweet moments with it. You get to spend time with your daughter with this thing that she like is going crazy over. But at the same time, it's just like, I feel like you can find something else instead of just staying up at like waiting until the morning to get a cup.
Hopped out of the car, brought the chairs, and made sure we were first in line. So it was almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's when people started to show up. I mean, these people are dedicated. We just watched one by one, and the
Oh my
line
God.
was massive, and it was cold, like 40 degrees cold. But we got through it, and I ordered Whataburger delivered in line.
What the
so
fuck?
if you know, you know. How you doing? At this point, the store's about to open, and look at this line, guys. Are we okay? No. The answer is no. This lady came out to make sure we didn't burn the place down, and once the doors were open, it was go time. And for the most part, it was pretty calm. There wasn't much looting or rioting, just a few.
There wasn't much.
What? There wasn't much. What would have been like looting and rioting in this case? Like someone knocked a sign over accidentally? It's a fucking Target. Like, we did kind of see like some example of that like with the earlier one. But even that was like incredibly tamed. Like, that's like weird. That's some weird phrasing. Like, I would have just said like there wasn't a lot of pushing and shoving.
Much looting or rioting. I think Black Friday mobs are going to be replaced by these types of drops. Think of rare shoes with this type of thing. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this is
Because no one cares about Black Friday anymore. Because most Black Friday deals, people just, I feel like, it's like, like e-commerce, like Amazon and shit like that. People just do Black Friday sales with like online stuff. They don't want to have to like set out at a store. The only reason people probably do this is because like, I don't know, maybe it's just like you can't get it online. You have to get it in person. But yeah, like shit like Amazon, you can just get a lot of stuff with Black Friday from there.
collaboration. So it is going off the Supreme model. Artificial scarcity. It's artificial scarcity and a collaboration between two brands. It's identical to Supreme in that way. And I think Black Friday sales don't hit no more. They just don't. I don't think Black Friday is like as like most of the content that I saw out of Black Friday this year was about how like a lot of places were basically substituting the signs, making it seem like it was like 20% off, but it wasn't even 20% off. There were no real sales on Black Friday.
Few small fires. That's it. And finally, we got one. Just one. Because Target's doing this one Stanley per household thing. I don't know. Either way, we're tired, we're hungry, it's
Good.
over.
You don't need more than one.
Enjoy the sweet taste of victory. Thank you.
When I line up, it's because of supply chain.
I mean, that was pretty cute. Like, you know, it's a daughter and father spending time together. At the same time, it's just kind of weird. Like, I don't know why this needs to happen over a cup.
Shortage CPS5 and GPUs. When this child lines up is for artificial scarcity, we are not the same. Yeah, you dunked on that little.
No. When I line up, it's because of supply chain shortages, CPS5s and GPUs. When this child lines up, yeah, good job dunking on that kid, buddy. You really showed him. You really showed how cool you are over dunking on this kid for something that they just like.
Girl, man, that little 10-year-old girl, dude, you freaking owned her. The same thing happened in 2020.
You need her right in the face as you went for that dunk.
Bad, Target stopped carrying them. But yes, again, Logan Paul ruined it. Logan Paul took Pokemon cards.
I remember that. It was like before Logan Paul started doing like the whole, really, went with the whole Pokemon card phrase, the whole like Pokemon card phase of his life. Like Pokemon card unboxing, like it was something that was like only relative to like the Pokemon community, like across social media, which I knew about because I was kind of part of it. I follow some content creators. I still do, but like when he started to do it, it really it's a little big boost in content, but it really started to damage the community it kind of came from in a way, because like now everyone's doing it. All the top creators are doing it. No one's focusing on you anymore. And after the phase was done, people who liked doing it and were doing it before Logan did it, you could kind of tell like there wasn't as much enthusiasm because it got overplayed, overdone, and no one really cared anymore. Because again, it was overplayed and overdone from both a creator aspect and a consumer aspect. I mean, I still see some people do it every now and again, but it's nowhere near as big as it was.
Obviously, and unboxing Pokemon cards and turned it into an entirely separate phenomenon. That's what he did. And it's the same thing for Stanley Cups. The point I'm trying to make is people basically take like, I think the perfect good is something that is less than $100. So it's not so expensive that like no one can purchase it, or you're eliminating a decent chunk of the people. That like is less than $100, okay? But also more than like $30, so it actually is like worth it. That is artificially scarce, that somehow has numerous different versions of it. If you can add a gambling component into it, like Pokemon cards, then it's all the better. If you can't, that's still fine. You do collaborations and whatnot, so you increase the rarity. And then it goes viral somehow. As long as you can get that to go viral, people will go nutty over it. Bro, the accessorizing is unhinged.
First up is this
Oh no,
that serves as a cushion cover for the bottom. It comes in
some of this sucks. That sucks.
With a custom fit that helps prevent dents and scratches.
If I was
This is
married to
cute.
a TikToker that made this clip, I'd ask for a divorce because she not tending to her relationship, putting all her energy into a hashtag Stanley Cup.
And I
whatever.
love these cute covers to help keep my straw clean. Next up is a snack tray that's designed to sit around the top of your
If it was
table
like this obsessive over it, then yeah, I would consider it.
A snack tray?
This one, I'm just like, this one, I stand for this one. I just wanted to have like, I'm fine with this. Maybe, I like me some snacks. They invented foreskins for Stanley Cups. Oh no. That's from oh man, I think my head's blocking it. Let's move my head a little bit from this chatter. Oh. They invented foreskins for Stanley Cups. I get to move my head back. But yeah, like this, I would
Wait,
definitely
snack
sign up for.
tray? What are you putting chips on there?
Why not? What if you, yeah, you know? I would put like some grapes, some like cheese cubes, shit like that. Like maybe baby carrots. You put ranch in it and you just like make it a vegetable tray. So you just like take a bite out of it and you just slurp some of the ranch. Oh my god.
Salsa?
Snacks at the same time. It also
Look,
comes with a
she
protective boot for the
she
bottom
stays
of
ready
the
so
bag.
she doesn't have to get
Also
ready.
includes other accessories like this straw topper. I love using this while watching TV or while I'm in the car. This carrier is another favorite, especially if you like to bring your Stanley on the go. It secures around the cup with Velcro for a nice snug fit and is cushioned with a soft material, providing.
I don't think like any of this is like too much. I mean, oh, you got the strap.
Dude,
She's strapped up.
shoulder strap. It's a shoulder strap. Yo, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this for my fleshlight.
Oh my god.
Oh
Take it on the go. You know, when you need to go, you need to go. God.
my god, bro, it's a thermos. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm gonna be honest. I know I've been shitting on it for a long part. I actually don't mind the accessorizing. Look, if you're gonna obsess over this thing, you might as well go all out and, you know, go 1,000 miles per hour with it. Get everything you can. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. There you go.
The bump straw attachment about to get banned. The bump straw.
Oh my
The
god.
tumbler feels comfortable while you're holding it. There's also this pouch that's designed to strap.
Oh, there's
to your
more.
Stanley,
God
so you can
damn.
keep a few of your important belongings like a cell phone.
Okay, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put my phone on a cup. I wouldn't put my keys and shit or my wallet on a cup.
What?
Like, you got pockets.
Bro, it's not exactly easy to carry around. What is
Yeah.
happening? She said, here's a
At least with the strap, it's like, okay, it's basically almost like a backpack. Like you're just kind of carrying it. You don't have you have your arms free now. Why would you do that? That's the one accessory I'm just like, no, that's dumb.